Aries or Aries cross-watcher, this is going to be a message for us. Feel free to reverse it if you need to. You know the drill. This could be for somebody connected to you. I know it's not going to resonate for everybody, but let's go ahead and get into it because we have a lot to talk about. And what we don't finish, we'll bring over to members. But whoever this is for, I think someone is either wanting things to get back on track with you, with you and them, like kind of go back to normal or the way things were. But for others of you, it doesn't necessarily mean between you and them. It could just be in general. That, I did get that. I got two different scenarios. It's either somebody wants something to get back on track, go back to normal, go back to the way things were between you and them. Or, again, for another group of you, but it feels smaller, it doesn't feel like a larger group of you, this is a person who may want things to just kind of get back on track, period, for you, but not necessarily between you and them. All right, we'll talk about both. So, in the first scenario, if you and someone had a connection fractured, like whatever the connection is between you and this person, it was fractured in some way. No matter how long ago, no matter how recent, there's cracks in it now. Whatever the particular connection is, it's not the same. And they can tell, they can feel that. It's just like me parting my hair this way right now. I only did it because it's nasty. I need to wash it. It's really oily. I don't usually like my hair parted like this, and so I feel a bit stiff. I feel really uncomfortable. It's just because I'm adjusting. And I think that's relevant. I think that, you know, maybe, and I don't know if it's you as much unless it's reversed. I don't know if it's you as much. Somebody's adjusting. I'm hearing Justin or Justine. Justin. Anyway, it could also be a Libra here because I'm hearing something to do with justice. But it could be just them adjusting to this new way you're acting, or this new way that things seem to be pivoting or turning, you know, something's different here with you. Again, whether it's between you and maybe a love, you and a friend, you and a colleague, you and a relative, they want the fracture fully mended. They want things back to what they perceive as normal. I'm assuming it's back to the way things were. So you probably, if you resonate with this, you were at least very close to this person. You could still be close. You could still love them dearly. It depends on who it is. But it's just, you keep them at an arm's length, like a distance now, and they can tell. It doesn't matter if you go around them. It doesn't matter if you see them. They can still tell. You're not as warm and welcoming as you were. Or, you know, if you weren't that close, y'all were at least cool with each other, and now there's it's a bit of a noticeable change in you. All right? For the other scenario where this could be someone who wants to see you fully be able to push past or through something that they may perceive as having fractured you, this could be where someone may view you as reluctant to want friends anymore, or let a friend get close to you, like have a best friend or something like that, due to your past experience with possibly someone who said they were a friend and they showed you they weren't. So you see what I'm saying? If it's not between you and the person themselves, the other scenario, which it feels less of here, but it is present. It's not between you and them. It's just in general, they may feel that you aren't as open in an area that you might have been open in before. If it's romantic, let's say you have somebody who, maybe they're a friend of yours, or hell, it could be a new potential love interest, and they are like, I see Aries or cross-watcher as being this really strong person and this and that, but I really wish that they could all the way kind of mend, because they may say they're mended, they may not show that, you know, whatever's bothering them, but I can tell, like, they have a very hard time trusting. They aren't giving love a full shot again. And maybe it's not that they don't, like, it could be someone who believes possibly or perceives you as not giving, we'll say love, it could be anything though, love a shot again, because you're kind of still very hurt, to be honest, about something that's happened, or a reoccurring thing that's happened with the same person or other people. And so they may see on the outside looking in, like, I hate that for Aries, or Aries or cross-watcher. I want them to have love again. Whether or not that's the case, that's their perception. You may be like, no, it has nothing to do with that. I mean, yeah, that those things hurt me and I'll carry them with me forever, but not the pain from it. What I'm carrying with me is the lessons. Like some of you may be totally fine. Maybe you've just grown, you're different now. Maybe you don't want love in that way anymore, or maybe you do, but you don't see the point in marriage, or you don't see the point in contracts and living together, and you just don't see the point. So, and now others of you, you do, you very much do, you hold that sacred. That's something you could very much want for yourself, but perhaps there is still such a pain. And for some of you, you might be like, well, yeah, because it just happened. So depending on how long ago something happened for you too, might be another thing. Like this could be something very fresh. But anyway, so you get the two I didn't even start this. I'm hearing stereo. I was going to say scenario and it came out as stereo. It was about to come out as stereo. I'll start the timer now, but, well, there's no point. Let me actually adjust this timer. See, you may be in the energy of there's just no point, really. I think I'll do the timer maybe here. All right. I got sidetracked. You may be in the energy of it's just no point. So to recap real quick, the first part of this message, in this particular one, we have someone here who's like, damn, I really want me and Aries or Crosswatch or whoever to get back to the way things were. And I can tell that we're just not there yet, or it's very obvious, or it's just a little obvious, you know. And they want things to return how they were because they are sad. They miss you, or they miss the connection being how it was. Whatever the connection was, remember, it could be a relative, it could be a friend, it could be a colleague. I mean, it could be anything, a love interest. If it's people in a relationship even, it could be people who are together. Maybe you're in a relationship with somebody and they feel that you're different now because of something. And they know what that something is. Maybe they didn't realize it would affect you the way that it did, but it's like trying to get through it and past it. And it doesn't matter how long ago it happened or how recent it happened. It hurt you. And, you know, I don't know what it is, but, you know, they just want things to get back on track, be the way things were, that they, I guess you could say, used to be. And there's no guarantee that's going to happen. So the other scenario, again, is somebody who, it's not they themselves that a connection's been fractured with, but they sense the fracture in you, and their perception, at least, is that it's still kind of holding on. Even if you're not holding on to the fractures itself or themselves, it's holding on to you, and at least in their mind. I'm hearing Annalise or Anna. What's up with the names? Or Lisa. Oh, my stomach's gonna growl. I'm getting hungry. So let's see where we're at. Yeah, 111 on the clock, on the timer. So you may not be the way that somebody perceives you at all. Like it may not be that you're damaged, or that you're still upset, or maybe even holding on to a grudge, or sad, or focusing on that everything doesn't go right and you're being depressive. And maybe you are, though. Maybe you're good. Everybody has their own process. Maybe you're processing and you do that in your own time. Or maybe you're not. Maybe you learned the lesson from it. You actually really learned it, because for some of you that's the case, and perhaps their perception is not entirely accurate of you. Maybe you're different. But I just wanted to kind of share that here in this scenario, the person's perception of you. And it could be more than one person. It doesn't have to be like a one-on-one thing. It could be more than one person's perception. But we're going to stop it here, I think, because we are right at time, and bring the rest over to members, because it's a lot. But anyway, do you see I changed my... Wow. I changed the sound of my alarm when it goes off, because it was just getting on my nerves. I was so tired of the same sound all the time going off. I've done that twice now since I started timing myself on messages. And because I used to not time myself, but it's just not something I want to do anymore. I enjoy the timer. And so you've definitely changed in some way, or you are. Like something's changed. Your feelings might have changed about a person or the connection with them, or about something in particular. Again, friends, relationships, period. I mean, I don't know, because you're the first video that I've done since I changed this sound. I changed it after, I believe, Pisces message last night. I was laying in bed and I'm like, I gotta change this because this is gonna get on my nerves. I'm so tired of this same sound. It's like you're tired of something, or maybe you're tired of you constantly putting up with something. It's something you're exhausted of, or you're not exhausted. Well, you could be exhausted of it. It's like you are. In fact, I think I got exhausted later on as I kept writing. You are just ready to experience a different type of something. It's ran its course, I heard. Something here has run its course, and perhaps for some of you, it's your connection with people, or a specific individual, or the way that the course was being run has ran its course. Also, this could be with you in a particular way of life or way of being. It may have ran its course where people may be perceiving that you are holding on to some sort of grief or sorrow, or don't let it stop you from loving anymore, or having friends, and you may be like, it's not stopping me at all, I'm stopping it. And not from trauma, from wisdom. I think the neighbors are partying. That's fine. Moving forward, let's go ahead and bring it on over to members. Thank you guys for being here with me, and I'll talk to you in a minute. Bye.